Hello, welcome to the Alpine School District Connect with Alpine videocast.
I'm trying to be other-oriented, to try and bring in some feedback from you. Our desire, we go out and meet with teachers regularly, we meet with administrators, patrons, we do listening tours with patrons, but we want to involve the student voice as well. Just to hear from your perspective, what's going on in your world? What are you liking about school? What are you not liking about school? What helps you become a better version of yourself? Or what are some stumbling blocks that stand in the way of that? That if you had the ear and the eyes and the heart of a superintendent that could possibly shape some things in the district, what would you share? Now, we can't act on every suggestion you give us, but it helps us understand a bigger picture. It helps us gain what we call contextual empathy, understand what it feels like to live in your world. And then when I make decisions that affect your world, I can take that empathy into consideration and not just make it the decision from my own perspective. Okay, well, we just had an hour-long experience where you sat with a group of peers from other schools and you got to reflect a little bit on your experience and give the superintendent some advice, some counsel. So, how'd the experience go? What did you think of the opportunity?
Yeah, honestly, I think it was probably the best thing that we've had for a while, especially for Alpine, because Alpine, we go through so many changes with so many various different things going on. We have various problems that goes on because not every school is the same. So I think that was probably the best thing, was getting feedback, because we would talk about Westlake, we'd bring up how we want better connections with some people, and then CV would say, oh, we already have such a good connection, but there's other problems here that we wouldn't have. And it was just good to kind of bounce off of each other and find a good balance of where it was at.
Well, thank you so much for being a part of this. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me.
You bet. I wish you the very best. I'm here with London from Skyridge. London, we just finished an hour-long feedback session.
Yeah.
Tell me some of the highlights, things that stood out to you as a result of this experience.
It was interesting knowing that all these other schools are dealing with the same things as we are, and that all of us at the end of the day just want to connect with each other and be connected as a community to our school.
What did you learn about having influence, having an effect on other people as a result of your experience today? I
learned that how important it is, and that people want to look up to someone and see oh, I can do that too. They're going down this path and they can help me. So it was cool to know that I have an impact on people.
Well, wonderful. Thank you for taking the time to be with us and for your feedback. It's a wonderful experience. It was great to hear from everyone.
Thank you.
So Hazel, we just finished an hour-long opportunity. You were with about 30 of your peers, giving feedback to the superintendent about what's going well in your school, what could be improved, what advice you would give to other people. So share with us a little bit, what are some of your takeaways? What are some things that you learned as a result of this experience?
So this was a great opportunity to have all of us just come together and talk about everything about school and all of our experiences. And so it was wonderful to hear everybody's thoughts about how they really see the value of leadership, and to see all these great opportunities that we've all been taking. And so we talked a lot about different things like having more leisure time or having school be more focused on learning rather than about getting a good grade or memorizing facts for a test. And I think that was great, some very good points. It was awesome.
Thank you for being a leader, being an influencer, having leadership of your school recognize you and the good work that you're doing and invite you an opportunity like this. So we appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Thank you for joining us today on another Connect with Alpine videocast. We appreciate your support and engagement with your neighborhood school.